The Big Five personality traits theory is one of the most widely accepted models in psychology for understanding human personality. It suggests that people can be described based on 5 broad dimensions of personality: openness, conscientiousness, extraversion, agreeableness, and neuroticism. Each of these traits exists on a spectrum, meaning individuals may score high, low, or somewhere in between on each one. Psychologists developed this model through extensive research, using statistical methods to identify patterns in how people describe themselves and others. It is often used in fields like psychology, education, and workplace management to better understand human behaviour. Now let's explore each of the traits in more detail. The first trait is openness. Openness refers to how open-minded and imaginative a person is. People who score high on openness tend to enjoy exploring new ideas, experiences, and creative activities. They are often curious, innovative, and willing to think outside the box. For instance, someone high in openness might enjoy trying unusual foods, travelling to unfamiliar places, or discussing abstract philosophical ideas. On the other hand, individuals who score low on openness may prefer routine, traditional ideas, and familiarity. This trait is not about intelligence, but about a person's comfort with novelty and variety. The second trait is conscientiousness. Conscientiousness describes how organised, responsible, and goal-oriented someone is. People high in conscientiousness are often dependable, thorough, and good at planning. They are likely to set long-term goals and work steadily to achieve them. For example, a conscientious student might carefully plan their study schedule, keep track of assignments, and consistently turn in work on time. On the other hand, someone low in conscientiousness might struggle with procrastination, forget deadlines, or appear disorganised. Being conscientious can greatly influence success in school, work, and personal relationships, because it reflects how well a person can manage their responsibilities. The third trait is extraversion. Extraversion measures how outgoing, energetic, and sociable someone is. People high in extraversion enjoy interacting with others, seek excitement, and often feel energized by social activities. For instance, an extroverted person might love attending parties, leading group projects, or participating in team sports. They thrive in environments where they can connect with others. In contrast, individuals low in extraversion, often called introverts, may prefer solitary activities like reading, writing, or spending quiet time alone. It's important to note that introversion is not the same as shyness. It's simply a preference for lower levels of stimulation. The fourth trait is agreeableness. Agreeableness refers to how kind, cooperative, and empathetic a person is. Highly agreeable individuals tend to prioritize harmony in relationships and are often seen as warm, helpful, and trusting. For example, an agreeable person might volunteer their time to help a friend move, mediate conflicts among colleagues, or offer emotional support to someone in need. People low in agreeableness might appear more competitive, skeptical, or less interested in others' feelings. While agreeableness can foster strong relationships, it can also make highly agreeable people more vulnerable to being taken advantage of by others. The fifth trait is neuroticism. Neuroticism measures emotional stability and how a person copes with stress. People high in neuroticism tend to experience more negative emotions like anxiety, sadness, or anger, and they may be more sensitive to stress. For example, someone high in neuroticism might worry excessively about small mistakes, feel overwhelmed by challenges, or struggle to manage their mood. In contrast, individuals low in neuroticism are often more emotionally stable and resilient, finding it easier to stay calm under pressure. While neuroticism can be challenging, it is not entirely negative, as it can also drive people to be vigilant and prepare for potential problems. One criticism of the Big Five model is that it oversimplifies personality. Human behaviour is complex, and reducing it to 5 traits may not capture the full depth of an individual's character. Critics argue that traits like creativity or honesty are not included explicitly, but may be important aspects of personality. Another criticism is the cultural bias in the model. The Big Five was developed primarily using data from Western populations, and some researchers question whether the traits apply equally across all cultures. For example, traits like agreeableness might be valued differently in collectivist cultures compared to individualist cultures.